Well, good evening, the viewers of the Rokani Media Football. We are here with the Arsenal News Show, and this is a story that obviously sparked off yesterday, and I really had more stories to let you know about, and I think today is the right time to obviously bring you this story. And it's all about Aaron Ramsdale's father exposing Mikel Arteta, criticizing him to the bone marrow that he has obviously sent his son, that is Aaron Ramsdale, into a Navy situation. Can you imagine? The father's gonna hate to obviously elaborate more about the situation, and the likes of Arsene Wenger have come out and obviously spoken about this situation. Now, welcome to Rokani Media Football. Hope you're really having a wonderful stay wherever you are. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, today is a Wednesday and it's the 15th of November, and I'll call upon you guys to go into it's called the lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe. That applies to everyone who has gone ahead to obviously not subscribe to this channel. If at all you've gone ahead to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and do the needful by hitting the notification bell if at all you've not. But all in all, I want to confirm to you that we are soon hitting 18,000 subscribers, and it's you guys. Smash the like button close to 200 times, and let's get into this gist as we thank God for the gift of life. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. Let's set the ball rolling. Now, Ramsdale's father, he's known as Nick Ramsdale, has something lengthy to tell us here onto our channel. And it's really one of those statements that a father will come out after Arteta went ahead to obviously sell lies to Aaron Ramsdale. He told us that Aaron is going to be Arsenal's cup goalkeeper, and David Raya is going to be the main man unless something happens, an injury or a sending off. Aaron's got to live with that, and he's living with that even though he's not been told it by anybody. You've got to give the guy a chance, for God's sake. Even though the way it's being done, in my eyes, it's been wrong, and we can talk about that, but it's the decision. Aaron's lost that smile too when he was holding onto the ball at this moment in time, and it's difficult. It's really difficult to see him there, and we all keep saying you need to keep smiling. So Aaron Ramsdale is not smiling at all, and I told you that the moment Arsenal went in to go in for David Raya and they're willing to spend £30 million on a goalkeeper, that means there is no way you keep a £30 million goalkeeper on the bench. And for Aaron Ramsdale, it was like a confirmation that his services are no longer needed at the club of Arsenal, and it obviously surfaced when David Raya came in through. When Raya came in through, for the first 4-5 games, he was onto the bench, not until he made his debut when Arsenal was playing alongside Everton. Ever since then, the rest is history. David Raya hasn't gotten out of those stages of Arsenal, and Arteta needs to come out and tell Aaron Ramsdale that you are really one of those players that is not in my plans anymore, and we are going to sell you, because that's the only solution left. And what obviously showed me that it was really a very huge blunder that Arteta went ahead to obviously sign David Raya without telling Aaron Ramsdale when he was obviously going to renew his contract like around July, that we are bringing a new goalkeeper and you're not going to be our first choice goalkeeper. So his father came out and said the following: when I spoke to Mikel Arteta on phone before Aaron signed the contract, because Aaron Ramsdale was going to have to renew his contract at Arsenal this year, Arteta said he wanted Aaron Ramsdale. But now, David Raya's back on the market, and he's had David Raya. Ramsdale signed an extension with the club prior to the arrival of David Raya. It has now been revealed this was a decision made with the knowledge he would soon be dropped. Then he asked the father of Aaron Ramsdale that, why would you extend a goalkeeper or any player's contract, and then 2 months later or 3 months later, you make a move on someone else? You get? That is a huge question, and this is where everything really starts off, and that's why the father of Ramsdale has every right to call Mikel Arteta a hypocrite, because before Ramsdale went ahead to renew his contract at Arsenal, remember he came in 2021 and I think he signed for 3 years and his contract was expiring in 2024. So he called him and told him, I'm having rumors that Arsenal is interested in getting in David Raya, right? What do you make about it? He said, Aaron Ramsdale is in my plans and is going to be my first choice goalkeeper. So this is where everything escalates from. If Adode had told Aaron Ramsdale that we are planning to bring in another goalkeeper and you're not going to be the first choice goalkeeper of Arsenal, and if Ramsdale went ahead to obviously extend his contract at Arsenal, trust me, he wouldn't have been in the situation of not smiling, and his father wouldn't have been coming out, obviously expose this situation that Mikel Arteta went ahead to create at the club of Arsenal. So, trust me, what Arsenal did was not good at all. It is really ugly of Mikel Arteta to obviously come out and obviously scam, all sell lies to a player, yet would have gone ahead to let him know that the fact is we want David Raya. And because they had some financial problems, I think that's why they really extended it, and they want to sell David. And I think they knew that they're going to put Aaron Ramsdale in this situation, then they'll sell him either in the January transfer window or the summer transfer window. That is it. They can get like £30 million out of him or 50 because he's not been playing. But last season, he was one of the most valuable goalkeepers because his price escalated up to like 70 million euros. But now I think it has dropped to like 50 or 40. But Arsenal, I think, are going to sell him. And even Aaron Ramsdale is going to press and keeping on wanting to leave the club of Arsenal. And guys, I went ahead to obviously read through all this, and it obviously went ahead not to do the needful for me. So they told us that father Nick admitted Ramsdale has not been told where he stands in the side. This is the most hurting side of Aaron Ramsdale. Having had a very good season, took Arsenal to the Champions League. He hasn't been given a chance to obviously be in between the stitches as Arsenal plays the Champions League game, And David Raya has gone ahead to make very many mistakes that even Aaron Ramsdale hasn't gone ahead to make in his entire career. Last season, I think he made like 1 or 2, but this season, David Raya has gone ahead to make like 10 mistakes, and Mikel Arteta is still really trying to keep him there. So he went ahead and said, you've got to give the guy a chance. I'm going to read that. So he said, really and truly, we've got to be behind, all right? Then he said, whether it's only until May to June of next year, it won't be. It will be longer in my eyes, but that's by the by. So, obviously, it's like the guy is leaving and the father is obviously going to look for something else or somewhere else for his son to play elsewhere, because things are not obviously going to go on as really happened. And Arsene Wenger has gone ahead and obviously advised Aaron Ramsdale not to leave the club of Arsenal. He should really face the competition. Arsene Wenger has told Aaron Ramsdale to stay put at Arsenal, as he believes the England goalkeeper will get a chance to prove himself under Mikel Arteta. Arsene Wenger says he's a big fan of the Arsenal number 1, but admits he doesn't know if he's better than David Raya just yet. Arsene Wenger, personally, I know Aaron Ramsdale. If I was in his position, I would not give up because I believe he has a chance to get back into the team. There is no chance. There is no chance for me because this goalkeeper is going to hate to make very many mistakes, and Arteta is going to hate to obviously keep him in there for you. And for me, very many people have going to hate to react, and there is one of those that I'm going to hate to find out, and I said I should obviously come in through, and obviously we have a say about this. This is known as Eduardo Hagan, He's really one of those journalists that supports Arsenal, and he's really close to Arsenal. He's going ahead and told us that football is a never-ending cycle. Bernard Leno had good years for Arsenal and was displaced like nothing when Arteta decided to sign Aaron Ramsdale. Same thing is happening now with Raya and Aaron. This will happen to Raya too one day. This only ends when we find a generational goalkeeper. So this never-ending cycle, it's okay, but why would you obviously lie to a player? Like, Aaron Ramsdale. If he knew you wanted to go in for David Raya, you would have gone ahead and told Aaron Ramsdale, find a club, we are going to sell you. We want to start off this season with David Raya. To me, all what is happening at Arsenal, it's footballing issues. But the problem is, why did they have to sell lies to Aaron Ramsdale and his father that they are so much into him and then he later brought on David Raya? That's the problem, When he was extending his contract, they told him that, please, you are into our plans. And if Arsenal wanted to get more money out of Aaron Ramsdale, what they're going to have to do is they would have gone ahead to sell him last summer, because he would have gone ahead to gather a lot of interest and money. Teams like Chelsea, before they went in for Sanchez, they would have gone ahead and signed Aaron Ramsdale, and very many other teams would have gone ahead to sign this goalkeeper. Teams like Real Madrid were looking in for a goalkeeper after the other guy really went ahead to hurt his ACL, that is Thibaut Courtois. But that is really unsporting what Arteta did. It's very, very ugly, because in the world of sport, it's written nowhere that you are supposed to be having two goalkeepers almost at the same levels. It creates tension, and it's not really good. But for Arsenal getting in David Raya and dropping Aaron Ramsdale, it's okay. But the red flag is, why did they make him to sign a new contract? The situation is creating is not really good. It can obviously try to cause havoc in between the defenders of Arsenal, that are obviously friends with Aaron Ramsdale. So Arteta needs to find a solution for this as soon as possible. And if at all he doesn't, it might obviously bite her back in his ass. So guys, tell me your thoughts about Aaron Ramsdale calling Arteta a hypocrite, criticizing him after he sowed lies to Aaron Ramsdale. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. And that's what I had for you for now. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. And see you in the next 1 hour from now.